Hi friends, my topic of discussion is Schmidt rearrangement. We are going to discuss about the introduction part, reactions and their mechanism. So, let's start. Schmidt rearrangement was named after the scientist Carl Friedrich Schmidt. He successfully converted benzophenone and hydroxylic acid to benzenylide. He was the first scientist to convert these carbonyl compounds and azide to amides. So that's why the name Schmidt rearrangement. So benzophenone is this, hydroxylic acid is azide, nitrogen, three nitrogens attached with hydrogen atom. So it is also known as azoimide. Formation of benzenylide takes place. This is benzenylide with NH double bond O group. This is NH double bond. This is benzenylide. Reaction type is rearrangement reaction. Reactants are, as we already discussed, azide and carbonyl derivatives. Carbonyl derivatives are aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids. Right? So product formed in this reaction is amine or amide. Amide is any aldehyde. Amide is formed from aldehyde or ketone. Amine is formed from carboxylic acid. So conditions required for this reaction are acidic. Sulfuric acid is mainly used for acidic conditions. General reaction involved in this is when carboxylic acid, this is C double bond OOH, this is a carboxylic acid, reacted with azide with acidic conditions give us amine. A ketone with azide with acidic condition will give us N substituted amide. This is amide group C double bond ON. N attached to any alkyl or aryl group is N substituted amide, where there is a substitution at nitrogen site. If the reactant is carboxylic acid, product will be amine. If the reactant is ketone, product will be N substituted amide. If the reactant is aldehyde, product will be N substituted formamide. So this was the general introduction about Schmidt rearrangement. So this reaction is closely related to Curtius rearrangement. If one has studied Curtius rearrangement, it will be easier for them to understand Schmidt rearrangement. So this was the general introduction about this. Next is mechanisms. So mechanism for amine formation. As we know that amine is formed from carboxylic acid, we had studied earlier. Steps involved in this reaction are protonation, loss of water molecule, attack of azide on carbonyl carbocation, migration of alkyl group, formation of carbamate, deprotonation and decarboxylation. Deprotonation and decarboxylation takes place in a single step. By this, amine will be formed. So first step is protonation step. Here is protonation when lone pairs of oxygen atom will attack at this proton. This oxygen will be protonated. OH is not a very good living group. Hydroxide ion is not a very good living group, but water. Formation of water is a stable step. So OH positive is a good living group. It will be lived easily. So acylium ion is formed. RC double bond O positive. This is acylium ion. It is formed. Now the lone pair of electrons will shift towards this nitrogen, and this pi electron density will be shifted toward this carbon atom. Formation of new bonds takes place between carbon and nitrogen, between nitrogen and nitrogen. Double bond is converted to triple bond. Here, single bond is formed between carbon and nitrogen. Formation of azidoketone takes place. This is a keto group. This is azide group. So overall this molecule is azidoketone. Next, rearrangement takes place. Rearrangement takes place in which alkyl will be migrated to NH with exclusion of nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas will be removed. As gas is eliminated from this step, so this entropy of the system is increasing. So this is the feasible type of step. So rearrangement takes place here. Migration step takes place. We had reached towards the fourth step, that is migration of alkyl group. Now attack of water molecule takes place at this carbon atom, shifting this pi electron density towards the nitrogen atom. After rearrangement, this isocyanate is formed. Water molecule will attack at this isocyanate molecule. Formation of C double bond O, OHH positive will take place. Now this H positive will be migrated towards this nitrogen. Formation of 4 bonds at nitrogen site leads to the positive charge at this nitrogen atom. Last but not the least is deprotonation and decarboxylation step. Deprotonation and decarboxylation leads to formation of amine. Here this hydrogen atom will be eliminated, this proton will be eliminated as the sigma electron density shift towards this CO bond, and this sigma electron density will be shifted toward this nitrogen atom. This carbon dioxide molecule as a whole will be eliminated. Formation of primary amine takes place. So generally, if we talk about general reaction, carboxylic acid is converted to amine. So here R can be any alkyl group or any aryl group. It's up to you what product we need. So next is mechanism for amide formation. So Schmidt reaction of ketones. Steps involved in this reaction are protonation, nucleophilic addition of azide, loss of water molecule, that is elimination step, migration of alkyl or aryl group depending upon the reactant we had taken, loss of nitrogen, attack of water molecule, and deprotonation step. Two pathways for amide formation are, there are two pathways mainly for amide formation. One is Beckmann pathway, another is Baeyer-Villiger pathway. Beckmann pathway is where oxygen attack at this hydrogen atom. This sigma electron density will shift towards this nitrogen, forming this N3 negative. This is a protonation step. Oxygen is protonated here. Nucleophilic addition takes place very easily as carbon electrophilicity of this carbon atom increases due to the protonation of oxygen. So N3 negative will attack very easily at this carbon atom as electrophilicity of this carbon atom increases. This is nucleophilic addition step. By this azidohydrone is formed. Rest of the molecule is same, just attack of this N3 negative will lead to formation of this CN bond. This is known as azidohydrone. Again oxygen is protonated. Lone pair of electron oxygen atom will shift towards this proton. OHH positive takes place, as we know that it is very good leaving group. It will be removed easily. This lone pair of electron will shift toward this carbon atom. This is elimination step as water molecule is eliminated here. So diazomium is formed, R, C double bond N, R dash N2 positive. Now this alkyl group will shift toward this nitrogen atom, leads to the removal of nitrogen gas. This is a Beckmann pathway where alkyl or aryl group is migrating towards the N, double bond N. This is Beckmann pathway. Now formation of nitrilium intermediate takes place. This is nitrilium intermediate, R, N double bond C positive, R dash. This is nitrilium intermediate. It is resonance stabilized. as lone pair of nitrogen will shift towards this carbon atom. This is resonance stabilized. Water molecule will attack at this carbon atom, forming imidic acid. This is imidic acid. R N double bond C R dash OH 2 positive. So deprotonation step takes place. Here is deprotonation, loss of proton will lead to formation of R and double bond Cr dash OH. Now tautomerization takes place. It is a tautomer of amide. It is also amide. It is both these are tautomers. So this H will migrate towards this nitrogen and this pi electron density will shift towards this CO bond. Lead to the formation of C double bond O and NH. These new bonds are formed. These two are tautomers. This is a tautomerization reaction step. So formation of N substituted amide takes place from a ketone. R group can be alkyl or aryl depending upon the reactant we have taken. So next step is the Baeyer-Villiger pathway. Now Baeyer-Villiger pathway, again ketone having oxygen is protonated from azide, formation of azidohydrin takes place via attack of this N3 negative at this electrophilic carbon, where the electrophilicity of this carbon atom increases due to protonation of this oxygen atom. Azidohydrin is formed. It was same as earlier, similar as earlier. So this N will be protonated here, then NH will be formed. Rest of the molecule is same, just new bond is formed, that is NH. Now migration of this alkyl group towards this NH. In Beckmann step pathway, it was C double bond N and migration of alkyl takes place at that N. Now at that sp2 carbon, a nitrogen atom. So here this is a sp3 nitrogen atom, and migration of alkyl group takes place at this nitrogen atom with exclusion of nitrogen gas from this system. So this is Baeyer-Villiger pathway. As alkyl group is migrated towards nitrogen, this carbon atom will be electron deficient. It will have a positive sign. So this whole molecule is resonance stabilized as lone pair of electrons of nitrogen will shift toward this carbon atom, forming this. Now nitrogen will have a positive sign. N3 negative will act as a base here, whereas here N3 negative was acting as a nucleophile as it was attacking at that carbonyl center. Now N3 negative is abstracting a proton from here, so it is acting as a base. Now here it is acting as a good base. So it is abstracting a proton. Azide is again regenerated in this step. Sigma electron density will shift towards here and this pi electron density will shift towards this nitrogen atom. Formation of amide takes place. So in general, we can say that ketones are converted into amides by azides, whether a Beckmann pathway or a Baeyer-Villiger pathway. Both these pathways are suitable for the formation of amides and substituted amides. For aldehydes also, Beckmann and Baeyer-Villiger pathways are similar. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening. Happy learning.